Don't give up, you gon' be on. Don't give up, don't give up, give up. Don't give up, you gon' be on. Don't give up, don't give up, give up.
Greetings, Redheads, and thank you for joining me in another episode of your favorite show, which is Red's View. Make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/WeAuthenticNetwork. Follow me at JAYR3D and also visit redsview.com. Now, I have a face, a familiar face, rather, that you haven't seen in a while. We have the beautiful Brittany joining us yet again. It's been a while. You been all right?
Yeah, been great.
Been great. You look great.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely, absolutely. Brittany, DJ PM is absent, but Brittany is joining me today so we can have this heated discussion. It may not be heated between me and Brittany, but this is a hot topic. If you watch my Red Speaks earlier this week, dropped a video about the whole Boosie D-Wade situation, and I got good feedback from it.
What do you consider good?
Good feedback meaning that I didn't get a lot of dislikes at all. I got like one dislike and then a bunch of likes.
Oh, so if they agree, then it's good feedback?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Well, I think good feedback is more so the LGBT community is not twisting what I'm saying. I think I like verbally delivered it and it made it clear that it wasn't gay bashing or nothing like that. And I think it was anybody who watched it, the way I worded everything, it was very precise, and I think that I did a good job with it.
I hadn't had a chance to watch it, but I will.
Okay. All right, so speaking of the D-Wade situation, we're going to go right into it. So Dwayne Wade has sparked a lot of controversy, not just Dwayne Wade, but his family, his wife, Gabrielle Union. So a couple of years ago, his son, which was originally Zion, right? Zion Wade, I learned about him from him participating in the gay parade.
Yeah.
What's it called? Pride.
That was like a year ago.
Like 2 years ago, I want to say. Because I think he was like 10 years old back then, and people were just like, why is a child...
We actually did a segment on it. Me, you, and PM.
PM. Yeah, we did.
We did. So that's how I know it was like a year ago.
It was like 2 years ago.
I haven't known you that long.
Yes, you have. It's been a minute. So I hadn't been. It's been about 2 years. It's been a minute. Anyway, because I had just started Red's View again back in 2017. I had started it again.
I remember we talked about it, and PM said him going to gay pride is the equivalent of him taking his nephew to a strip club. And that's how I know.
Oh, he said that.
That was like,
I don't even remember that. That was a while ago, though.
Yeah, probably was over a year, though.
Dang.
I remember he said that.
That's crazy. I didn't know we talked about that. All right. Well, anyway, we talking about it again. So if y'all remember that episode, we talked about that. So now D-Wade came out and said that his son now goes by the name of Zaya, and he doesn't call him his son anymore. He calls her his daughter, Zaya Wade.
He calls him
her. Him is a her now. He's a she now. So Zaya Wade is no longer Zion, and the media outlets covered this as being a transgender child. I'm trying to word everything correctly so we can have a great discussion. So am I correct so far? Is that?
Do I speak for the transgender community?
No, I mean no. I'm just making sure that we're covering all grounds here because I don't want to say anything negative.
So this is from what I did a little bit of research, and I actually talked to someone who's a part of the LGBTQ plus community before I got here. So he dies. So it's no longer he at all. It's strictly she.
Okay.
So Dwayne Wade's
daughter Zaya. So the whole thing is it's been a lot of controversy because Dwayne Wade has been making press runs talking about this.
That's not true.
Yes.
No. I have to cut you off there. I wanted to be very precise when I did this discussion. He hasn't done press runs talking about that. So Dwayne Wade has a documentary that's coming out, I believe, this Sunday, if I'm not mistaken.
That's Sunday, yep.
Right? Mm-hmm. He's been talking about his documentary, Life on and Off the Court. Mm-hmm. It just so happens that people have brought it up and people are interested in it. People are asking him about it, and he said that he 1,000% supports his daughter. So he's responding to it in a way where he's just open about it. He's trying to understand more about it. He's not doing press runs about his daughter.
Strictly about his daughter.
He's doing about the documentary. People are asking.
So let me ask you
it.
this. Do you think that, and someone brought this up to me, and a lot of people are speculating this. Not only does he have a documentary, but he also has a song with Rick Ross that came out too, or it's coming out, something like
Who?
that. Dwayne Wade.
Came out.
It came out, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You didn't
hear it.
I saw that, and it's just.
No, I think that's pretty bad to say.
Someone said that he's using his daughter's sexuality to help sell his documentary.
No.
But anyway, let's keep going and talking about it. So, at the end of the day, before any media covered it, he came out and said, like, it was a video that said, had Zaya talking about how you should be accepted for who you are. I think they were riding in like a golf cart or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. It was something like that. So that had a lot of people who had a lot of opinions about it. You know, some people were saying, because this is a 12-year-old child, some people were saying that, you know, this child is too young to be thinking about their sexuality, or they're not old enough to even have experienced anything to know exactly if they want to be the opposite gender.
So this is my thing. Sorry, this is my thing from a little research. When someone says that they're transgender, they're not quote unquote saying that they want to have sex the next day or that they're gay. Mm-hmm. Now, people who it's a bit confusing. No disrespect. It's a bit confusing. Mm-hmm. So what I took from it is when somebody is transgender, they believe that they're in the wrong body. So from what the clip I just listened to, like 10 minutes ago, Dwayne Wade said that his daughter said that he's a girl and he's attracted to boys. He's not gay.
Right. Okay.
It's confusing.
No, right? No. So my question is.
So they don't feel like.
I get it.
And another thing too, when someone says they're transitioning, doesn't mean that they're gonna go get stuff chopped off. Like that.
And I'm gonna get to that because Boosie has said something that got everybody confused. You're Louisiana homie. So anyway, so the thing is, this is my take on it, and I mean I've said enough about it, but do I feel that? First of all, I want to say this is a child, okay? Now, no matter what anybody says, the problem I've been having is that the LGBTQ plus community have been trying to, what I feel like is having different branches of what heterosexuality is. Because if I say right now, I identify as a woman, I like men, I'm attracted to men, but really I'm a woman because that's who I identify with. You're still, in my opinion, that's still gay. Now, it's nothing wrong with being gay at all.
But the word gay means your preference.
Your preference.
Who do you prefer?
Who you prefer, but what you were born as is what you were born as.
So let me ask you this question.
Go ahead.
So you're an adult now, right?
Correct.
At what age did you know you like women?
I guess, well, I had my first girlfriend, when I was like in kindergarten. You
knew you liked women in kindergarten, right?
Yeah, I knew I liked, yeah.
So I've been seeing a lot of people say that at 12 years old he doesn't know what he wants. I knew at 10, I knew at 8, I knew at 7, right. I knew I liked boys.
Yeah.
Now whether I was gonna sleep with them, I wasn't interested in sleeping with them, or probably not even talking to them, but I knew Brittany, this 7-year-old girl, 12-year-old girl, I knew I was attracted to boys.
Yeah.
So I've been seeing a lot of people saying, oh, he doesn't even know what he wants. I think at this point in this era, like Dwayne Wade said, he said that his daughter is leading them. He's learning more because of his daughter. And I think that if he right now at 12 feels like he's a girl trapped in a boy's body, mm-hmm. I feel like Dwayne should let him do that. I'm not saying that's what I would do. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's what him and his family, he should allow him to do that. No reassignment surgery, anything like that.
Right. But just, you're saying let him explore that.
Yeah, let him explore it.
Explore that.
Does that mean I'm going to let boys come to the house? No.
Right.
No, boys should. I don't think that he should let boys come to the house. I think that he should let him explore when he's 16. He's a little bit older. 18. If he wants to get the surgery, then I will allow.
So yeah, but this whole surgery thing, I think that's been confusing people because he hasn't said. Nobody said anything about getting your genitals cut off.
Yeah,
nobody said anything about transsexual. The difference between transgender and transsexual means you go through the sex change.
Oh, I learned something. I didn't know that.
Yeah, yes, transgender means that any given point you can identify with being the other gender. You don't have to get.
Well, what about Caitlyn Jenner? It was like the first transgender,
but not transsexual.
She got her parts removed.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did. She got her parts removed.
Then she's transsexual then.
But they call her transgender.
That's my thing. We got to do research because, from my understanding, she didn't get the surgery.
She got the surgery.
If she got the surgery, then she's transsexual. Transgender means that you identify with being the other gender. Because the Breakfast Club interview, you remember Malik Yoba had came out and said that he was attracted to.
I'm so glad that you did your research, by the way. I really am. I mean, I'm really impressed.
No, because
a lot of I hate to say, a lot of black men wouldn't have taken the time. Please don't bite my head out by that. A lot of because people don't want to when stuff is confusing, they're like, oh, I don't want to hear that.
They want to research.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the whole thing is confusing because the more we dig in deep into it, they're trying to say transgender means that right now you could say that you're attracted to women, but you identify as a guy. Right? You don't have to have, women can't really have too much surgery anyway. But say that you wanted to, I don't know what transgender women do.
Get my breast removed.
Yeah, get your breast removed or whatever like that, right? They're trying to say that you're still heterosexual because you identify with being a man that likes women. But to me, that makes no sense. Because you were born a woman. And if you like women, no matter what you do, transgender, you're still
what they're
gay.
saying is they're pretty much saying like genders were for like it was just something that was made up.
Yeah, I guess that's what they're trying to get.
In a world where, let's just say you grew up in a world where men, it was just like if nobody knew what gay was, like if gay wasn't even a thing. Mm-hmm. So they're saying that these roles were like placed on us. But you just said something really interesting. So let me ask you this. If a gay woman, she's a stud, right? Right. Mm-hmm. If she sleeps with a man, is she still gay?
No, she would be considered bisexual.
How's she bisexual? She had one encounter with a guy.
Because she has sexual pleasure. Like right now, if I had sex with a dude, what would you call me?
You're still straight.
I'm still straight.
Do you prefer men?
I mean, I can't really put myself in
but let's just say, if you prefer men.
If you still prefer, okay, so if a guy.
If you have sex with a guy right now.
Right.
You're not gay. Now, you're not. If you have sex with a guy, you're not gay right now.
How would you not be?
You're not gay. If you prefer men, that's what makes you gay.
The thing, Brittany. We're trying to get away. The thing is this. If you're gay, you're gay.
If I sleep with a woman, am I gay?
Yes.
No, I'm not.
You had gay sex. Yes, it is. Now,
gay
according to
sex.
So society would love it because it's lesbian sex. We wouldn't look at you right now if you said, Jared, I'm gay. J-Red, I'm gay. And then you come back and be like, I'm straight. We would I would accept you more than likely. Like the average man would.
You are not gay. Listen, would I date you if I knew you had sex with a guy? No.
Why?
It's my preference.
Man, go somewhere. That means that you would look at the guy as gay.
No. You have to. I've been doing research. I'm working with kids.
Okay, this is what I'm saying though. Hear me out.
If you have sex with a guy,
right,
it doesn't make you gay.
Yes,
that's been embedded in you to think that.
Y'all hearing this right
now? Gay means your preference. If you prefer, you don't prefer men.
You still had gay sex.
Doesn't matter if you had gay sex.
No, that means that you're gay. We're not going to play that game. You just said yourself, if I had sex with a dude, you wouldn't date me, right?
That's me personally.
Why not? Now, okay, let me ask you.
I don't want my guy getting with another guy.
Why though?
Because I don't want it.
You don't want it. Why? He still
That's
prefers
my preference.
You. That's your preference. That's amazing.
I'm entitled to have my preference.
So my thing is this. I'm going to say this. If you have sex with the same sex, you are gay.
No.
Hold on. This is my opinion. Let me get my thoughts out there. So transgender, transsexual, two different things. Transgender, if you identify, meaning that if you're born a man and you're saying you're transgender and identify with being a woman, and you happen to be, and you are attracted to dudes, you are still under this gay umbrella. That's what you are. You're gay. You were born that way. Now, there's nothing wrong with being gay. So my LGBT brothers and sisters, Q+, I'm not gay bashing at all. But they're not different branches of heterosexuality.
Do you have gay friends?
Yes, absolutely.
Male,
yes.
Okay. Yeah,
some to this day. About? What you mean? What do we talk about?
Yeah, talk about.
Like what? What you mean? They my homeboys. What?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've had I'm in the theater world, so I mean you're going to get.
What are you saying?
That it's a lot of homosexuals in theater, just like it's a lot of heterosexuals in theater.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's mixed up, but my thing is, I have gay friends. I don't think that's the thing. I don't think anything is wrong with that. I think that gay people are looking at the term gay as negative now.
Because it's
the connotation of it is it can be that, but my thing is I can't be transracial. There's no way. I feel like I identify with being a white man. No, they're going to look at this and be like, your black ass is black. You can't do that. That's just like saying if I can identify with being a woman, how come when it comes to sexuality or being gay, that's the only exception? How come I can't identify with being a white man? Why?
You have a good point.
That's my whole thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think that people had a problem or issue with his son being gay per se. You know what I'm saying? Like
a lot of people have a problem with the fact that Wade is accepting it. That's what I saw.
They do have that. My issue is that I feel like it's being promoted, in my personal opinion, because if that's your child, that child is not a celebrity. It's none of my business what your child is. Like Magic Johnson's son. We found out that EJ was gay, and by the way, he's not transgender. He's a gay man. He wears women's clothes and all that shit, but nobody tripped about that. You may have people make jokes and stuff, but nobody tripped about that. We weren't concerned about him being gay. But anyway, so let's talk about Boosie. Boosie is one of the ones who had a comment about the whole D-Wade situation, right? And he made a video that said, don't cut his dick off, you know. This is, that you wrong, you tripping, blah, 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 right? Now, what did you think about that? What did you think?
So I just listened to it.
Okay.
Boosie. Now I will say this. Boosie, he obviously, like a lot of people, they're assuming that when someone says they're transgender that they're gonna get their parts and things removed. Boosie, that's not the case.
Right.
He just wants to change pronouns. That's it.
Yeah.
But I definitely feel like Boosie is entitled to his opinion, and I'm actually kind of upset that they didn't let him in Planet Fitness.
Well, this is the thing. I don't feel like Planet Fitness banned him per se for the freedom of speech or what exactly he said. I think it's the fact that he was there at Planet Fitness, and you could see the Judgment Zone thing right there.
I didn't see any of that.
I saw it because everybody kept commenting. They're like, the Judgment Free Zone. So my thing is this. I don't know if he's banned from all Planet Fitnesses, but that one, the reason why is because you could see that Judgment Zone. You could hear that he was at the gym. And if I'm a company, I'm a business, I know how crazy the LGBT...
But that's...
Hold on, let me get this out. I know how the LGBT will be. You don't know if those folks are writing letters to Planet Fitness saying, you let this man in your gym, disrespecting us, whatever like that. So from a business aspect, I could understand why. I'm not saying that it's right. But if Boosie would have did that at his house, I don't think that Planet Fitness would have been like, oh, that's the guy that said something about transgender people. He can't come in here. It's the fact that he did it there, and it's pretty much tying the company with what he said.
I mean, I understand that, but also, which Planet Fitness?
Jonesboro.
He had his location on?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if he had his location on, but he went on.
I saw he went on a rant and he said they didn't let me in, but also that's unfair for them to not let him in because for one, them people ain't nobody rode to Planet Fitness in one day. For one. Secondly, which Planet Fitness? And I feel like you can't say anything anymore. We're such a sensitive place now.
But don't you think that would mess up their business?
I think Boosie was well entitled to say what he said. If he was right, was he right? To me, no. but I don't feel like he should have been put out of a place. People say stuff all the time. We're not banning them from stuff. It's unfair.
Okay.
It's unfair.
That's a good way to look at it. I'm not saying that it was fair or whatever. I just know that the first thing I noticed was the judgment-free zone, and people were just like, he's in a judgment-free zone, but he's judging somebody. I kept seeing that all through the comments. So, yeah, Planet Fitness had banned Boosie from coming there. I don't know if he's banned from all Planet Fitnesses, but that one in Jonesboro, I think that's where it was. That's where he's banned from. All right, so another rapper who had something to say about it that had everybody confused was Young Thug. Young Thug said something...
God makes no mistakes.
Yeah. So...
Wasn't even who said? I saw that people were saying that it was in reference to the young man, but he never said that. He just said God makes no mistakes.
No. He said D Wade. Like he put D Wade's name in there.
I didn't see that part.
Yeah, he talked about it, but he got some backlash because it's like, well, Young Thug, you wore dresses. You remember Young Thug wearing dresses?
Mm-hmm. I also remember him doing an interview last year saying he's the furthest thing from gay.
That's what I heard too, but. They're looking at it like, isn't that the pot calling the kettle black? You're getting on a transgender child for.
How do we know what he meant when he said God makes no mistakes? I mean, did he say it like he could have been like, this is in God's plan that you support your son?
Yeah, he could have said.
So when I saw that, people find something to be mad about on the internet.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish he would have expound on that a little more. So I mean, that could be. I didn't think about that. Maybe he could have been thinking like, hey, that's. God has this plan for
remember the only person he was following was Caitlyn Jenner at one point?
Who?
Young Thug.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember.
He had unfollowed everybody, and the only person he was following was Caitlyn Jenner.
That's interesting. I didn't know it. What? I didn't. Like, I promise you I did not. I don't look at who people follow. I just hate that. Like, when like they'll say like Meek and Nicki for example, like they'll be like, oh my God, Meek unfollowed Nicki.
Oh yeah, that's extreme. Yeah. But he was only following one person. That's how I knew.
Oh, okay, got you. Well, that makes sense. All right, so let us know in the comments how y'all feel about the D-Wade. A couple of y'all commented on my other video, but the discussion board is open. Like I said, my stance on it. I feel like if you're gay, you're gay. What we're not gonna do is go through and talk about transgender means that you're straight because of what you identify with.
You cannot take that away. That's to those
people. No. That's to those people. How is it prove it though?
It is proven though, because when you think about it, Jay, these genders were made up.
How was a gender made up?
Gender was made up. Like, who's to say you're like male and female?
A man has a penis, a woman has a vagina.
Yes, I'm not talking. Yes, we have different body parts. I understand that, right. But the roles were made up.
The roles, or was? What do you mean the roles were made up?
Because who's to say? Let's like not put spirituality in here or anything, but who's to say men are supposed to be with women? That's what they're saying. They're saying it was no written rule.
No. That's getting away from the topic at hand, though. You're still I'm not saying your sexual preference. Now you're talking about sexual preference.
No, I'm not. But
you're saying men are supposed to be with men.
But this is what they're saying. The term gay was created, right?
The term gay, as far as the term, they called what the same sex attracted to the same sex. They labeled it gay. Okay.
All right. So what these people are saying is that yes, I can identify. I can say, think about it like this: what you identify as and what you're attracted to are two different things.
No.
That's what somebody explained to me, and I was like,
it doesn't. It doesn't.
What you're attracted to and what you identify.
How many genders is it?
It's two genders.
It's two genders, yes. Right? Male and female.
Yes.
Okay. What does bisexual mean? That you're attracted to both of them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what does transgender mean? Let's go over that again. That means that what?
I feel like I'm in school. Transgender means that if I'm a woman, I would like to change pronouns. And I would like to be called he.
That's not all that it is, though.
I know.
That's not all that it is.
I know that's not all, but I'm saying it means that.
Let's be real. It don't make sense. Because you can't even sit right here and tell me it don't make sense.
No. I'm gonna say this.
What is the plus? And also, what's the plus in LGBTQ?
No.
What does that mean?
Listen. That's something I mean.
Well, I'm asking what it means.
Let me just say this.
Yeah.
I will say that I am a bit more understanding now because someone has explained it to me. So I'm trying to understand. I'm not gonna say it's confusing. It doesn't make sense because that would minimize it. All I'm gonna say is I'm learning.
Learning what?
The way
nobody has been able to explain this shit to me yet.
LGBTQ plus community. That's what they tell us to say now.
Right. So my thing is this: there's only two genders. You're born one of those genders. Now, who you choose to love on or who you choose to have sex with, that's your sexual preference. All right? I get that. I understand the sexual preference, meaning a man can love a man, be with a man. A woman can love a woman, be with a woman. Am I gay
if all my life I've been with men and then I have sex with a woman and I go back to a man? Am I gay?
Gay sex.
Am I gay?
You had gay sex.
Are you gay? Gay sex?
Are you gay? Sex? No. It is gay sex.
What's gay sex?
Gay sex is the same sex.
Let me tell you this. The same stuff that you do in the room with a woman is the same stuff that men and men do in the room with each other.
That's not true. I don't do anal sex.
Maybe not you. I'm not talking about you.
So you're just saying sex is sex.
Yeah, sex. Okay. Let's call it
sex
gay
is sex. All right. So same sex.
Okay, what about it?
Okay, all right, look. The whole thing, every time somebody talks about this, it's always a whirlwind. This feels like we're going over religions. Don't this feel like a religion debate? You know what I'm saying?
I ain't saying nothing about religion.
I know I'm saying, but when we go back and forth, when you do religion talks, nobody gets to a straight fact or a point. All people can say is that I believe in what you believe in.
You admit that your stuff is not a fact because that's what you just said.
No, I
said no straight fact.
No. My stuff is a fact when I'm talking about.
Technically, it's not a fact because the LGBTQ plus community has done research.
On what?
They've done research and they found out what you identify as and what you're attracted to are different.
Sense. That doesn't make sense.
Think about it like this.
No.
I identify as.
We know.
I identify as a frog.
Okay.
Let's use animals. I identify as a frog.
You see where this is going?
I'm attracted to squirrels.
Okay. You're really making it not be any. Just stop. All right.
But that was a good low. Think about it.
No, they might say something like that.
I'm not trying to I'm not minimizing it. I'm really just trying to let people know. No. Take away the animals.
Okay.
Okay. So for example, it's like I'm a woman. Mm-hmm. I'm born a woman. Mm-hmm. I'm a transgender. I change into a man, mm-hmm. right? Mm-hmm. I identify as a man. Mm-hmm. I'm a man now, so I'm attracted to women. So that makes me not gay, cause I identify as a man.
No, you're still a woman.
I identify as a man.
Hold on. So you said you're a woman.
I was born a woman.
You were born a woman.
Now I'm transgender. So now
you're a man.
Now I'm a
man. What were you attracted to before you became transgender? What were you attracted to before you became transgender?
I'm just trying to give an example here.
All right, thank you.
No, but I identify. But if I'm attracted to women, that means that I'm not gay because I'm trans.
Were you attracted to women before you became transgender?
Okay.
Exactly. All right, let's move on.
I'm just trying to understand LGBTQ plus
community. We're going to be talking in circles all the whole time. But anyway, all right, so did you see Snoop Dogg? Did you follow the whole Snoop Dogg Gayle King thing?
Yeah, I did.
So Snoop Dogg ended up apologizing to Gayle King.
I'm happy he did that.
Okay. Do you feel like she was out of line?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I was annoyed with her.
Yeah.
I'm so over her. I'm so over. And for me, what grinds my gears about Gayle is that in that moment when she asked Lisa Leslie that question, and it's like, Gayle, were you there? When she tried to say, well, you wouldn't know that. You wouldn't see that. That annoyed me because it's like, Gayle, whose side are you on? And you know what? I shouldn't have said that because we shouldn't expect her to be on anybody's side. In that same breath, I feel like you were at Lisa Leslie's house because that was her friend, right? So in that moment, she should have been a little bit more compassionate to her for me, but it's like I felt like she was like, yeah, I'm gonna throw that in there, and then the women are gonna support me.
She
and
thought
like,
that was
the women
gonna
are gonna
happen.
support me, and then my network is gonna think this is good stuff.
You want to know why? Because she got away with the R. Kelly thing. She was drilling R. Kelly, and the black community already felt a certain type of way that Surviving R. Kelly came out and all that stuff. So she thought that I got them, on my side with the R. Kelly thing. She thought that all black men would be like that. No, that's Kobe Bryant. They're two different people.
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant had a rape allegation that was dismissed because the prosecutors knew they wouldn't have a case because they found out that the girl was lying. She was about to have her own friends were going to testify against her. So she had no case. Mm-hmm. So the thing is, like, and me and PM covered this, it's like 50 Cent is just like, if the court system couldn't do nothing with it, what are you trying to do with it? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you trying to make them guilty by public opinion? You know what I'm saying? So it's real bad. But
it was just the wrong time.
It was. And back to Snoop Dogg. When he apologized to her, now I don't agree with calling women bitches. That's not something I
loved
do.
Everything he said until he was like, I want to call you one, and I hate that he called her that.
Now I ain't gonna. But did she deserve to be called that for what she did? I agree, she did. I'm not saying that. No, this is my part. I didn't like when he said we gonna come get you or something. Like he did, he threatened. I was just like, damn. I was like, that was kind of harsh. But calling her a bitch, that is what it is. I don't know. Kobe wasn't my friend. I knew about Kobe. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And if one of my close friends dies and I see a woman doing that, I don't know what I call you. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't condone calling women bitches, but Snoop's been calling women bitches since 1992. It's nothing new. You know what I'm saying?
I'm proud of Snoop because the first thing he said was that, well, not the first thing, but he also mentioned in the apology, I want people to understand that it's okay to go back and apologize if you messed up. And he said that after talking to his mom, he thought that he should apologize.
Yeah, his mom probably did that, but also that a lot of us were riding with him, and some people just like, you know what? Once you engage war, you don't go back to you don't back up on that.
This wasn't war. This was a man calling her a B word.
No, that wasn't all that it was, Brittany.
This wasn't war.
Gail even said that she wasn't the only one behind that. Her network made her ask those certain type of questions.
No,
so
Gail just wanted
he
to
wasn't going against just Gail. He was going against that system.
No, the people that asked Gail to ask that question. No,
I think Gail
asked that question on her own because it was when you look at the interview. I went and watched the whole thing. She was like, I mean, well, you wouldn't like the question wasn't what was bad. It was what she said afterwards. Mm-hmm. Like people. I'm sure there have been other people, probably not publicly, but that question was lingering. But it was what she said afterwards.
And she kept egging it on. But anyway.
Yeah.
So anyway, we had another death in the hip hop community. R.I.P. to Pop Smoke. He was an up and coming rapper from New York. And I didn't get a chance to listen into his music yet. That's been on my one of my to do lists because I didn't know who he was.
I had
no disrespect, but I was just Pop Smoke. But obviously he was a great rapper, up and coming. He was the next big thing. Have you heard of him, Sean?
What's funny was the day before he got killed, I had just saw him on freestyling on Funk Flex or something. That was crazy. Then the next day,
then he died. So that was the first time you heard of him. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
I've never heard of him or his music. My students played some of it for me. Mm-hmm. And I was watching a TV show the other day, and earlier actually, and you know that he put up an Instagram video
of showing his location,
and it had his address on there.
Yeah.
They were like trying to come, like rob him.
Yeah,
it's and when I saw that, it just made me really sad because I'm like, the world we live in today, it could. I don't want to say that. I don't want to be insensitive, but it's like Instagram, you know, is the reason behind all of this kind
and you got to be careful. My parents have brought this to my attention. Like when you share your location, say you go out of the country, go out of town or something, and you check in somewhere, right? People could plot on robbing your house.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And all that stuff. Like, and you don't think about that because we're so used to just, hey, I'm here, and showing it out. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing. But yeah, checking in, you got to look at that because somebody could be like, "Oh, I know what J Red said." He ain't.
It's just it was one of those things where it's just like we got to stop putting everything up on the internet.
That's true. Somebody also said he was set up too, though. That's what also I'm hearing. That's a rumor right now that he was set up.
I just don't believe he was. I believe that they went and looked at those pictures. He had a friend with a big stack of money. Mm-hmm. He put up that he had just bought all this stuff. He put his location was right there, and I feel like they was like, "Oh, we about to go make a hit. Like, we about to go do this." Like,
yeah, it could have been that. But
my condolences.
It's still sad. He was only 20 years old. R.I.P. to him. Well, in positive news, Lil Wayne, he dropped his album Funeral a couple of weeks ago. Not only did it top the charts, but it also broke one of his songs with Big Sean and Lil Baby, broke Elvis's top 40 hits. He has more hits than Elvis Presley in top 40. So, shout out to another Louisiana brother in New York. Louisiana been doing the thing. Boosie.
I don't mess with Wayne like that. I like old Wayne.
Old Wayne. Got you. All right. Well, that's what we covered today. Now, we like LGBTQ plus. This was no gay bashing. I don't want.
Well, they watch it. They know it's not gay bashing. I feel like we shouldn't have to overcompensate and do all that. We didn't gay bash anybody. We just spoke.
We had an open discussion about it, and I think that it's healthy to have this. A lot of people are scared to have it. That's why I wanted to talk about it, because the first thing people say, I don't want to do it. I don't want to mess up any business opportunities. But I'm like, this is a part of our world now, and you have to face it, because now they're talking about teaching LGBTQ plus history in schools, and it's just a part of the world.
I think it should just be history. Like, if somebody gay or trans does something and it becomes history, I don't think that we should take it away and say, "Oh, it's LGBTQ plus history." Like,
it's just history.
It's just history.
Because what they're trying to do now is attach it to Black History Month, saying Langston Hughes, James Baldwin, even though they were gay, they're trying to attribute that to being, well, that's a part of LGBT history, because they were I'm like, they weren't fighting for LGBTQ plus rights. They were Black people who happened to be gay.
James Baldwin also said that the Black community didn't accept him. He also said the Black community didn't accept him as well, which they didn't. So that's why he moved to Paris, I think.
And what community did accept him? Exactly. Okay, so you know where to follow me at. At JS.
Follow me on Instagram at @IamBrittanyEvans_, and you can find me on Facebook at Brittany Evans.
Find me at JRed, RedsView.com. Go check out the OWN video. It's on the YouTube channel. And this is RedsView, and we are signing out.
Don't give up, you gon' be on. Don't give up, don't give up, give up. Don't give up, you gon' be on. Don't give up, don't give up, give up. Don't give up, you gon' be on. Don't give up, don't give up, give up. Don't give up, you gon' be on. Don't give up, give up, give up, give up.
I know you got doubts, but get to the bag. Just follow the dream and stick with the plan. I know you get worried, I know you get scared, but it takes